the victim mentality. Like when somebody tells us no, or when somebody don't give us the answer we want to give, we want to hear, we go straight into a victim mentality like, woe is me, it's everybody else. And I'm going to say something to this too. This is victim mentality too, that I feel like we need to stop. It is detrimental to us as Black women. Please stop doing this. When someone says, okay, if a relationship didn't work out, if a friendship didn't work out, or a job didn't work out, whatever the case may be, and people say, okay, you need to start working on yourself. Maybe you need to take time to yourself. Or even if we say, you know what, I'm going to start working on myself. I'm going to get myself together, but so I don't have to go through this again. Stop taking the approach that, oh, this happened to me because I was too nice. That's still playing victim. Because what you're saying is, oh, I'm just so nice. I just give to everybody. I just be so favorable for everybody. And this is how I get treated. That is not owning your shit, sis. That is not being accountable. The I'm too nice card, please, let's dead that shit in 2025. I don't want to hear that shit no more. Why you are in the situation you in because you was too nice, because you was too giving, because you was too thoughtful. Let's get to the meat and the potatoes of why you really in this situation, okay? And it's not because you too nice. That's not why. It's because you lack self-esteem. It's because you lack self-confidence. It's because you compare yourself to everybody else. It's because you don't see your own worth. That's why. It's not because you too nice. It's not because you just too good of a person. I want to kick that shit out so bad. I just cannot stand it because that is like the ultimate victim mentality thought process of why people feel like they in the position they in, or why they got treated the way they got treated with somebody. Cause I'm too nice. That is a scapegoat. That is low hanging fruit. Please stop doing that. Let's please stop doing that. Please stop thinking that you in the situation you in, that you too nice. And that's why now I ain't finna take no shit. No, you're going to end right back up in the same situation. This is going to be different players. Because you refuse to work on what it really is that you need to work on. You deflecting with the I'm just too good of a person. Really? To being a good person is not what have people being used, abused in situations. Excuse my French. No. What have you been in a messed up situation is because you lack your own worth. You don't take care of you. You don't pour into you. You don't do right by you. And if you don't do right by you, why would anybody else do right by you? We talking about being in our divine feminine. We talking about attracting. If your energy state is low vibrational and you don't know your worth and you don't see your value and you seeking from everybody else, what type of people do you think you're going to attract in your life? I'm just sick of that. Manipulative behavior, using indirect or subtle tactics to get needs met, often stemming from a fear of direct communication. Using indirect or subtle tactics to get needs met, the manipulative behavior. And I feel like the manipulative behavior ties into the victim mentality. You sit here convincing yourself, trying to convince the world that you got treated wrong just because you were such a good person. And you ain't did nothing wrong. And you don't have nothing that you could say that you contributed into why your situation became what it became. You ain't taking no accountability. And the only accountability you want to take is, oh, it was just me being a good person. That's why I end up like this, because I'm just so good. Like, that's manipulative. Because no, it's not you being a good person that got you here. It's the fact of you not being authentic, you not being genuine, and you're not being real with yourself on the decisions you made and why you made those decisions. You didn't overextend yourself to that person because you just was such a good person and you just felt this person just needed you. No, you overextended yourself to that person because you wanted to be accepted, because you wanted to be seen in a certain view, because you wanted to have a certain image about yourself. And you was willing to put yourself out there to keep pressing and feeding the narrative of what you wanted people to see in regards to you, that you was willing to allow yourself to get stumped all over. Let's have some real talk. Like, let's talk real talk, because I want us to heal. Like, maybe I've been walking on eggshells in the things that I've been saying. Maybe I have not been speaking real enough to y'all and I've been doing y'all a disservice. But let's start talking real. And I'm not just talking to you all. Like, these are conversations that I've had to have with myself. I had to be real with myself, like understanding that why do I keep attracting women around me who are always trying to compete and compare? Why am I attracting these type of people? Well, I can sit here and say, oh, they just jealous of me. I'm just such a good person and I just have this, this is why. Like, granted, yes, you can have a great aura about you. You can have a great light about you and definitely attract people who want to feed off of that light, but they ain't gonna stay that long. You know why they're not gonna stay that long? Because you see it. You know exactly why they there. And you're not going to entertain the bullshit. So they may attract to you, but you not entertaining that. They ain't gonna be there for long, because that's not where you placing or feeding your energy. Like, you not feeding into that. But if they're there to the point where they get to harm you or disrupt what you got going on, that's because you had things about you that were already disconnected, detached, too attached. Like all of these things that you had going on. So that's why you attracted them. It wasn't because you was just too good of a person. So I'll change that. You attracted them maybe because you had a certain aura, like, or maybe you attracted them because of the state and the energy you was in. Because if it was just simply they were attracted to you because you was too good of a person, they wouldn't have stayed there, because you would have had enough insight, intuition, knowing that, okay, this person don't mean me well, or this person isn't here genuinely for me. They here because of my light or what I possess or what they think I can do for them. But when you got your own insecurities and you feeding off of certain things that you need from them, you need to feel accepted. You need to feel validated. You need to feel included. You allowing them to be there. Like, let's be real. A lot of us who people please, who go out our way and overextend ourselves with people, are being manipulative because we are trying to find a way to keep people coming around us, because we think who we are, the person that we are authentically, we don't think that person is enough because we don't like that person. We don't value that person. And some of us, we despise that person. Let's get to the nitty gritty. Difficulty setting boundaries, struggling to say no and allowing others to overstep their personal limits. Suppress authentic self, hiding their true feelings and thoughts to fit in or avoid conflict.